A 2023 independent study tested 72 of the most popular fish oil supplements on the market. 45% of them, almost half, tested positive for being rancid. Many of those rancid products had added lemon flavoring specifically to mask the smell. You bought these pills to protect your heart. What if they are doing the opposite? Consumer Reports ran lab tests on 20 popular brands. 4 failed, and one of the world's biggest heart health organizations told millions of people to stop taking fish oil altogether. By the end of this video, you will know exactly which brands failed, what rancid actually means for your body, and the one certification mark that guarantees freshness. Let's go. Fish oil is one of the 5 most popular supplements in America. About 1 in 5 Americans takes it, according to Consumer Reports survey from February 2026. People take it for heart health, brain function, and inflammation. It is sold as one of the most important things you can put in your body. Here is the problem. Omega-3 fatty acids, the EPA and DHA that make fish oil valuable, are polyunsaturated fats. And polyunsaturated fats oxidize. When they are exposed to oxygen, light, or heat during manufacturing, shipping, or storage, they break down. The oil goes rancid. The same process makes old cooking oil smell off. And here is what makes this particularly bad. You cannot see it. You cannot always smell it. And if a product has added lemon flavoring, which many best-selling fish oils do, you definitely cannot taste it. In early 2026, the American College of Cardiology and the American Heart Association updated their guidance and recommended against non-prescription fish oil supplements for general cardiovascular health. Not because omega-3 fatty acids do not work, the science on that is complicated, but because the quality of what is actually in those capsules is not what most people think it is. Brand number 3 on this list is sold as a children's supplement, and it failed the rancidity test. Stay for the full list, because the clean pick at the end costs less than $20 and passed every single test Consumer Reports ran. Same rule as always on this channel, everything comes from published, independent lab data, not opinions, not influencer rankings. Consumer Reports tested 20 popular fish oil supplements between January and May 2025, buying samples from at least 2 separate lots per brand. They tested for dioxins, PCBs, chlorinated paraffins, arsenic, cadmium, lead, and mercury. They checked whether the EPA and DHA content matched the label, and they measured oxidation, freshness against the totOx limit of 26, set by GOED, the Global Organization for EPA and DHA omega-3 fatty acids. That is the industry's own gold standard. They also reached out to every brand that failed, giving them a chance to respond. You will hear their responses. Everything is linked below. Check it yourself. Let's count down. Before the brands, a quick explainer on totOx, because it is the number everything in this video hinges on. totOx stands for total oxidation. It is calculated from 2 measurements, the peroxide value, which captures fresh, recent oxidation, and the anisidine value, which captures older, longer-term breakdown. Add them together and you get totOx. GOED's industry limit is 26. Below that, acceptable. Above that, the oil has oxidized beyond what the industry itself considers appropriate for sale. Some products in various studies came in at totOx scores more than 11 times that limit. Not 11% over, 11 times. In a product sitting on a pharmacy shelf past its expiration date. Now, important honesty here, because this channel does not exaggerate. The health consequences of rancid fish oil are not fully settled science. The Norwegian government ran a full safety review and found no clear safety risk. GOED's own managing director says low-level oxidation in typical supplements is not a safety issue. What is clear? Rancid fish oil tastes worse, performs worse, may work against the inflammation it's supposed to fight, and is a sign of poor quality control. You're paying for a health supplement that may have degraded before it reached you. That matters. Number 4. Nature-made burpless fish oil. Soft gels. Nature-made is the best-selling fish oil in America. It is what most people grab when they want a safe pick, a pharmacy brand, USP verified on other products, trusted by millions. In Consumer Reports' 2025 testing, the burpless version exceeded their standard for oxidation. Nature-made pushed back. A representative told Health Magazine that internal testing found levels well within GOED standards, and that, as fish oil approaches its shelf life, peroxide levels naturally and expectedly increase without affecting efficacy. That response is worth sitting with. They are not saying Consumer Reports' test was wrong. They are saying peroxide levels rising near expiry is expected, which means the question you need to ask when you buy this product is, where is your bottle in its shelf life? Because that well within standards guarantee applies to fresh product from the factory, not necessarily to the bottle that has been sitting on a store shelf for 18 months. Number 3 is the one that surprised me most. California Gold Nutrition Kids Omega-3 Fish Oil. Soft gels, strawberry flavor. A children's supplement, marketed at parents who want to do right by their kids' brain development and health. Strawberry flavored, which, as we now know, is exactly the type of flavoring that can mask rancid oil. Consumer Reports found it showed signs of rancidity. It exceeded their oxidation standard. iHerb, the manufacturer, acknowledged the product did not meet their standard and told Health Magazine they were investigating. The lesson here is sharper than with any adult supplement. If you are buying fish oil specifically for a child, for brain development, for focus, you need it to be fresh, and you need to be able to verify that. A children's product with strawberry flavoring that masks oxidation and then fails a rancidity test is the opposite of what it is claiming to be. Number 2. Kirkland Signature Fish Oil. Soft gels, 1,000 milligrams from Costco. This is the one that hurts the most for people who buy in bulk to save money. Kirkland is what millions of budget-conscious shoppers reach for. It is a Costco house brand, sold in enormous bottles, trusted by families who stock up every few months. Consumer Reports found it showed signs of rancidity in their 2025 testing. Here is the problem specific to bulk buying. Fish oil oxidizes over time. A 400 soft gel bottle from Costco is designed to last you months, but every time you open the bottle, you expose the remaining capsules to oxygen. If the product was already borderline on freshness at purchase, which it may have been given how long retail inventory sits, 3 months of daily opening gets you progressively more oxidized oil. The lesson is not that Costco is bad. The lesson is that buying a 6-month supply of a product that degrades with time and oxygen exposure is a specific risk you need to account for. A smaller, fresher bottle from a brand that publishes its totOx by lot might serve you better than the mega tub. And the number 1 worst result in Consumer Reports' 2025 testing: Kunol Ultra Omega-3 Mini Soft Gels. Not just rancidity, Kunol failed on label accuracy too. Consumer Reports found their supplements contained only 83% of the EPA, and 85% of the total omega-3 fatty acids claimed on the label. Under the Dietary Supplement Health and Education Act, a product that does not contain at least 90% of its labeled claim is considered mislabeled. Knoll disputed the findings, arguing that the lemon oil flavoring in their product can interfere with the oxidation test. Consumer Reports pushed back. Their experts are not aware of any evidence that lemon flavoring affects tests for EPA and DHA content, only the oxidation test. So the label accuracy failure stands, separately from the rancidity question. You bought a product that said it contained X milligrams of EPA. You received 83% of X. The capsule costs the same either way. The heart health benefit, which is dose-dependent, is not. Number 3, and yes, this is the same brand family that appeared on the fail list, which makes it worth explaining. Those 4 brands are Consumer Reports list, but zoom out and the picture is bleaker. A 2023 study published in the Journal of Dietary Supplements tested 72 of the most popular fish oil brands on the market. Not 4, 72. And 45% of them tested positive for being rancid. Labdoor, another independent testing lab, ran its own analysis of 60 brands and found more than 10% were rancid, some with oxidized oil at 11 times above the recommended limit. Critically, many of the rancid products had added flavoring that masked the taste and smell. The lemon, the orange, the strawberry, they are not there to make your capsule pleasant. They are there so you cannot tell when your oil has gone bad. So what does a good fish oil actually look like? 3 picks, 1 for transparency, 1 for budget, 1 for the gold standard, all independently verified. And the one thing to look for on any label that tells you in 5 seconds whether your fish oil is worth taking. Consumer Reports' 2025 test found that 16 of the 20 brands they tested passed all quality and safety standards. Nature-made standard fish oil soft gels, not the burpless variety, were among those that passed. The pick here is not to trust nature-made on everything. It is that the specific standard soft gel formulation passed independent testing. It is widely available, and it costs under $20 for a 3-month supply. If you are on a budget and want a verified clean option from a recognizable name, this is a defensible starting point, but check the lot number freshness date before buying. Number 2. Nordic Naturals Ultimate Omega. Nordic Naturals is the brand that serious researchers and clinicians tend to reach for when they want to know the fish oil is actually clean. Why? Because they publish lot-specific certificates of analysis publicly on their website for every batch, not a generic template. An actual lot number you can trace to specific test results. Their totOx scores on published certificates of analysis consistently come in well below the GOED limit of 26, often under 10. They use triglyceride form fish oil, which absorbs better than the cheaper ethyl ester form used in many mass-market products. And they are aligned with the IFOS program, which is the third-party certification designed for fish oil. You are paying more than the Costco bulk tub. You are getting a verified fresh product with a paper trail. And the number 1 rule for buying fish oil is this: look for the IFOS certification mark. IFOS stands for International Fish Oil Standards. It is run by SGS Nutrasource, a fully independent testing organization. Every IFOS certified product is tested for purity, potency, and freshness. The results are published publicly by lot number on the IFOS website. You can look up the exact batch in the bottle in your hand and read its totOx score. That's the verification that Consumer Reports' failed products are missing. That's the difference between trusting the label and having the actual lab number for this specific bottle. On top of IFOS, look for triglyceride form over ethyl ester. It is the natural form fish oil exists in, and it absorbs better. Look for a product without heavy added flavoring, since that is the trick that masks rancidity. Buy smaller bottles more often, rather than the Costco mega tub. Freshness is a time and oxygen problem, and 400 soft gels lasting 6 months is not your friend. The specific product I would point you to is Nordic Naturals Ultimate Omega. It hits all these marks, but the real answer is the checklist. IFOS certified, totOx published by lot, triglyceride form, no heavy flavoring. Any brand that meets those 4 criteria is a clean buy. Any brand that cannot show you those 4 things is asking you to take their word for it. Quick recap. The 4 brands. Consumer Reports found failing their 2025 quality standards are Kunol, which was mislabeled and raised rancidity concerns, Kirkland Signature, California Gold Nutrition Kids, and Nature made burpless. There was a 45% rancidity rate across 72 independent brands. And the fix is IFOS certification, totOx published by lot, triglyceride form, and no heavy flavoring. Nordic Naturals is the premium pick. Standard Nature-made soft gels are the budget pick. But the certification checklist is the real answer. It outlasts any individual brand pick. Everything is sourced and linked below. Consumer Reports' full 2025 investigation, the Journal of Dietary Supplements study, and the lab door rankings. Read the data. That is the whole point.